Okay, on this problem, we have got Hakeem and Rosetta want to split a bag of candy and decide to use the divider chooser method. The bag contains 100 Snickers, 100 Milky Ways, and 100 Reese's. Hakeem places the total value of all 100 Snickers at $10, the total value of all 100 Milky Ways at $20, and the total value of all 100 Reese's at $30. If Hakeem is the divider, find a possible division that is consistent with his value system, given that he chooses 0 Snickers. In this division, 1/2 contains 0 Snickers, how many Milky Ways, how many Reese's? Okay, so what's going on here? So there's so Hakeem, first off, is the divider. Remember, in the divider chooser method, the divider always, so the divider cuts into 2 groups. The other person, called the chooser, picks well, let's just say picks first. So you remember how this method works, right? Like if you have like a big cookie and one person is the divider, one person cuts it, okay, and then the other person picks it. So the divider cuts it into 2 groups. The other person, called the chooser, picks first. So Hakeem here, it says Hakeem is the divider. And so what does that mean? He gets last pick. So he's going to want to make it fair. You understand how that works? That's the idea behind the divider chooser method. The divider cuts it into 2 groups, and the other person, called the chooser, picks first. So therefore, the divider, knowing they get last pick, the one who cuts it into 2 groups, knowing they get last pick, is going to purposely make it fair according to their value system. So Hakeem, the divider, always cuts into 2 equal groups. And the reason, not because they're noble, but because he gets last pick, right? Second pick, last pick. So that's the idea with the divider chooser method. The person that divides gets last pick. So he'll make it into 2 equal groups. So Hakeem, being the divider, he's going to make this into 2 equal groups. Well, how does he do it? Well, they told us he's picking 0 Snickers. Well, okay, there's 100 Milky Ways. It said right here, 100 Milky Ways. And the total value of all 100 Milky Ways is $20. So that means divide by 20, or here, let's do it the other way. Okay, my pen's lagging here. $20 divided by 100 Milky Ways equals 20 cents per Milky Way. That's according to Hakeem. Hakeem thinks that. And then with the Reese's, total value of all 100 Reese's is $30. So if we take $30 divided by 100 Reese's on your calculator, Hakeem thinks that each pins here. Each Reese's is worth 30 cents, and each Milky Way is worth 20 cents. That's how Hakeem feels, according to what they said right here. So it'll be different for each of us. So 100 Milky Ways at $20, divide that out, that's 20 cents per Milky Way. 100 Reese's totaling $30, that's 30 cents per Reese's. Okay, so what does that mean? So half the value, let's come down here and figure out what that would mean. Total value equals what? Snickers are $10. That's for all the Snickers, plus the Milky Ways are $20. Again, that's all the Milky Ways, plus $30 for all the Reese's equals $60. That's the total value of all the candy to Hakeem is $60. $10 for the Snickers, 20 for the Milky Ways, 30 for all those. That's all the Snickers, all the Milky Ways, all the Reese's, totaling $60. So therefore, half the value is going to be $60 divided by 2. $30. So that's half the value. So that's what Hakeem's going to do. He's going to split all those candy bars into 2 equal piles worth $30 each because he knows he gets last pick. So he's going to break them into 2 equal piles somehow worth $30 and $30 so that, you know, when the other person, Rosetta, picks and Hakeem gets last pick, he doesn't care which pile. That's what the divider always does. Since he cuts it even because he gets last pick. So half the value is $30. So Hakeem's going to break it into 2 piles of $30 each. Okay. So how exactly is he going to do that? How do you make a pile of $30? Well, there's a lot of ways. There's more than one right answer here. For example, here, let me give you the easy answer. The Reese's are $30. All the Reese's together are $30. There it is. Just choose all 100 Reese's and no Milky Ways. So, first answer. Let me give that first answer. First answer is going to be 0 Milky Ways and 100 Reese's. Right? Here, I'll write that out. Right? Because that's got to be $30. Because it said all the Reese's are worth $30. So that's $30 of Reese's, no Milky Ways, total $30. That's half the value. There's an easy answer. Now, I realize that you might not have such an easy answer. It'll accept that answer. There's lots of right answers. Let me do a second. Let me do a second answer. Another way you could, if you didn't notice that, you could just say, look, take all the Reese's, 100 Reese's, that's $30. That's half the value, done. Okay, let's suppose we didn't notice that, or on your problem, maybe your numbers don't work out so nicely. How about instead we go, well, okay, I don't know. So we another way to total $30, right? Because that's half the value, as we found right here. Half the value is $30. And so Hakeem's going to break it into 2 piles worth $30 each. One way he could do that is just take all 100 Reese's and no Milky Ways. That's $30. Great. Another way he could total $30 would be, let's see, any way you can come out with $30. So for example, let's grab all the Milky Ways. So what if he said all 100 Milky Ways? And what is that total? That totals $20, right? It says right here, all the Milky Ways is $20. All 100 Milky Ways is $20. So there's 10 more bucks to go. So how are you going to get the other $10 out of Reese's? We've already got 0 Snickers. We have no choice on that. He's taking no Snickers. So Reese's. So then the Reese's, we need $10 worth of Reese's because the $20 and using all the Milky Ways is $20. So we need 10 more dollars in Reese's to make $30. How many is that? Well, each Reese's right here, 30 cents per Reese's, 30 cents. So $10 total divided by 30 cents per Reese's each, right? How many Reese's do we need to make $10? See what I'm doing? That's called dividing. How many times that go in there? Each Reese's is worth 30 cents. How many of those to make $10? So how many Reese's are needed to make $10? Let me write this out. To make $10. How many Reese's are needed to make $10? Well, Each Reese's is worth 30 cents. Divide that on your calculator. So I'm doing right now. And I'm getting 33.333 forever. So in other words, it's not an exact number of Reese's, but it'll work. If you just type in 33.3 Reese's and 100 Milky Ways, that's the right, it'll give you credit for that. So 100 Milky Ways and 33.3, which means, 0.3 of another, 33 whole Reese's and 0.3 of another. That's another correct answer. It will take that answer, even though it's only parts of Reese's, because that'll also total $30. So see, we have two possible answers. You could just say, look, take all 100 Reese's, that's $30. No Milky Ways, there's $30. Or you could say, look, take all 100 Milky Ways, that's $20. Then you need $10 more divided by the Reese's, which are 30 cents each. That's 33.3 Reese's. That'll total $30 as well. So there's a couple options. Any way you can make $30 total will work. And so there we go.